So Shawn and Ishaan, I know you've done a lot of outreach programs. More recently, you guys spent some time with in Senator Durbin's office. Can you give us some updates on some of the outreach programs and what conversations you've had with Senate staff and helping move this bill or a version of this program forward?
Sure. So we've had a number of calls with key members of the Senate, including members of the crucial Senate judiciary community. We try to convey investor concerns, the effect of the regional center program lapse to those Senate staffers. We've had calls with staff members from Senator Chuck Grassley, Alex Padilla, Pat Toomey, Dick Durbin, and the general themes of these conversations, from what we try to obviously do our own sort of fact finding from them. We try to gain information from them, and then we obviously get into our conversations. But what we've learned, and this is kind of, I mean, I don't mean to call out the industry here, but I've heard a lot about from various members of the industry about how Congress looks upon favorably upon this program and things like that. And to be honest, I haven't really found that. What we have found is that many of these Senate members and their staffers aren't really even aware of EB-5. And if so, they get most of their perception from the media, which generally doesn't carry a very favorable view of this program. They have little to no knowledge about the actual consumers of the program. They aren't necessarily aware about who are the people who use it currently and are benefiting from this immigration by investment program. So most of our calls, we start by truly by educating these members about EB-5, the main consumers, who are the people who have been investing for the last 4 or 5 years and benefiting from the program, what kind of projects they invest in. I, for example, invested in a hotel in Puerto Rico. And once the project is complete and the hotel is up and running, that island, which relies so much on tourism, will no doubt benefit from that my investment. And so highlighting stuff like that is really what we try to do when we get on these calls. Along with that, we usually try to, like I think I mentioned this earlier, which is we try to bring on an investor who lives in their district, or an investor who has invested in a project in their district and is able to highlight how they themselves have contributed so much to the local economy even before the EB-5 investment, and now how their investment is currently benefiting that state. For example, on our last call with Senator Toomey, who's a Republican senator from Pennsylvania, we had a gastroenterologist, a doctor who him and his wife were COVID frontline workers. And he highlighted how he had spent almost 10 years in this country getting his medical degree, building him and his family a home, sending his kids to school in the great state of Pennsylvania, and highlighting how once he was unable to get his green card through the normal route, decided to do EB-5, and has now since then, who he invested in, I think 2018, 2019, has been waiting since then to get his green card, and showing how and I think though that's where we're truly effective, is we highlight personal stories, we show the human side of EB-5. It's not just developers and issuers and attorneys involved in this. It's immigrants who want to contribute to this country, who want to do good, and are doing everything on good faith. And that is where I believe that the American Immigrant Investor Alliance is successful when it comes to their advocacy work. And when we talk and we get in front of senators and Senate staffers, we're able to highlight these stories to get our point across.